Thank you so much, sir.
So thank you very much. Dear delegates, welcome on board for the orientation program. So we will start this orientation program now. And it may take a couple of minutes, I like around 30 to 45 minutes. And our resource person, who will be the resource for this particular program, will be joining us very shortly. And he will talk about the inside of the course, the learning points, the details, everything. And I will be talking about the institute and the course credential, and how the course would be administered as well. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, I think my screen is visible as well. So welcome once again to World Academy. It's our, I mean, it's a global organization having its headquarters in London, United Kingdom. Our motto is shaping expertise, nurturing ambitions, and elevate your potential. We are ISO certified organization. We do have our UK RLP number, which means that we are having the registration in the in the register of learning providers in the United Kingdom. And we are the ISO certified organization. Couple of ISO certifications we do have in our basket, including ISO 17024, which is a requirement for personnel certification awarding organization. Our impact on the global landscape, our presence in 67 countries now, 200 plus programs we are running right now, and our alumni size is more than 30,000 from 130 from around 67 countries. We do have 132 instructors from 14 countries from different parts of the world. 30% of our alumni holding the C-suite roles. That means the senior level professionals are also touching with us. 95% course completion rate on the first attempt. So it's our past track record that majority of our people could complete their certification programs in the first attempt. Why it is the right choice? Because it is one of the largest professional certification institute based in United Kingdom. Globally accepted credential, affordable fees. If you can compare it with any other institute like us, you will find that our fees are very much affordable. Flexible payment plan. You can pay into installment as well. Wide range of programs covering all professional areas. So wherever you are working, whatever your profession is, you will find some, I mean, programs
Oh
from
no.
us. 150 certified programs, 30 plus master level programs, and 40 plus diploma level programs we are offering. User-friendly learning management system for easy learning. And also, you will be receiving a credential, a badge, digital badge from Credly. Credly is one of the, largest digital badge issue organization, is a part of Pearson Education Group. Our global affiliation, we are accredited institute by NQL. NQL is a off-call regulated awarding organization based in United Kingdom. Accredited institute by National CPD certification, which is a CPD provider in United Kingdom. Accredited institute by National Project Management Academy of United Kingdom. Approved center by Cambridge Academy of Professionals. This course is also being validated by this organization. Approved center by ProfQual. An approved center by National Human Resource Certification Academy, United Kingdom. Approved provider of HRCIS, SHRM and HED, all are in US. And we are also SHRM Academically Aligned Institute, and we do have our couple of partner organizations. Our mission 2030 to become the #1 professional certification institute based in United Kingdom, having our presence in 100 countries. So that is the mission for which we are working, and we are very much on track to achieve this mission 2030. That is our recent programs highlights. In 2025, last quarter of 2025, we have done this program. And graduation ceremony, we completed our graduation ceremony in Kenya. And also in Kenya, we had our Global Professional Summit, a conference in the last quarter of 2025. And then also we had our graduation ceremony in Uganda at the same period, last quarter of 2025. And also at the same time, we had our International People Summit, the HR conference in Uganda as well. And we also had our graduation ceremony in Tanzania in the same tenure, like last quarter of 2025. And also we hold our professional summit, International Professional Summit in 2025 at that period in Tanzania as well. So these are our very recent physical activities and with big gathering for professionals. Now coming to the point for which we are here today, Certified Internal IT Auditor, Internal Information Technology Auditor. Actually, Certified Internal Auditor having different fields. So we make it specialization. This is the first time in the world which institute is offering this type of a specialization in internal auditing. Usually, there is a common program called Certified Internal Auditor, but we realized that internal audit can be done in different departments. So if you are not expert on this particular functional area, it will be very difficult for you to conduct this internal audit for that particular function. Suppose you completed internal auditing and you are a finance guy. So if you're going for any HR audit or marketing audit or IT audit, it is very impossible for you. So in that particular concept, we are the first institute. So far my knowledge is concerned, we have launched this specialized internal auditing program, which is called Certified Internal IT Auditor, Certified Internal Finance Auditor, Certified Internal Human Resource Auditor, and some others are coming in. So that means we are making it more specialized one. And you are very lucky to become part of this program, this Certified Internal IT Auditor program, validated by Cambridge Academy of Professionals UK. There is a digital badge you will be receiving after successful completion, issued by Crudley. And that is the certificate and transcript. Our certificate contains this credential, which you can use beside your name. So it's a credential. Apart from this, you will also receive a transcript where all the module name and the competencies. Majority of our certification programs are based on the competency framework. So these competencies can also be identified. And also you can find this credit point here. We have mentioned 24 credits, so that it will be easier for you to track. And all these programs are also accredited by CPD organization. So you can claim CPD points from there. The feature of CIITA, 4 months duration, live online class. Class will be on Sunday only. Free books and materials, and live interaction you will get through the learning management system. Why? You need to choose World Academy CIITA, job-oriented learning. Focus on competency framework. I told you earlier that majority of our certifications are based on the competency framework. Extensive practice during the course, simulation exercise, equipped with tools and formats, online live sessions, and global resources. The learning portfolio for CIITA, 10 practical focused modules, 30 competencies. Each module covers 3 competencies, 30 learning objectives, 100 guided questions. What is the guided question? It is exactly, the practical oriented FAQ type questions which you may face, you may find in your job role, and then you will have a standard answer of those guided questions at the end of the program. So you will receive a workbook where you will find the answer of these all guided questions. And also you need to submit 10 case studies. For each module there will be 1 case study and 10 group work. During the class period you will find some group work as well. The class management procedures, total 10 module having 10 classes, 10 sessions. Each session is 2 hours, so total 20 hours program. And review and question answer will be included in classes. We will share the class recording for a certain period. opportunity to attend the makeup exam. If you cannot qualify in the first exam or cannot attend, you will get the chance for attending the makeup exam. And class material we will share within 1 to 2 days time. Class notification you will receive through the learning management system and WhatsApp group. All material we will share through the learning management system. Attendance will be recorded. So during the class, please use your full name. The assessment part, there will be final exam, 50 multiple choice questions, 2 per questions, 2 marks per question. So total 100 marks, and the time is 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes, you need to answer 50 questions. Qualifying marks is 70%.
Go to the
Then in the assignment part, there are three types of assignment. One is pre-course. It is not connected with the assessment. It is only for the learning purposes, pre-course assignment. Then in-course assignment, that means during this course period, during this course sessions, you will receive 3 in-course assignment. And finally, at the end of the program, you will receive a capstone project. You need to submit a capstone project as well. So for all, I mean, in-course assignment and capstone, you need to qualify separately by securing 70% marks. So that is the assessment framework. In-course assignment 300 marks, capstone project 300 marks, and final exam 100 marks. You need to qualify separately. Then the certification part, you will receive electronic certificate and the digital badge within 5 to 7 working days after successful completion or result publication. And the printed certificate we usually distribute 4 times in a year. So whenever your slots come, you will receive the certificate. It may take couple of weeks or months, even 1-2 months, because we are sending 4 times in a year. That means every quarter we are sending it. So that's about the course administration and the institute details where you are here today for the program. So right now we will be getting some insights from our honorable resource person from Sri Lanka. So he will talk about the course learning points, course modules, and how it is being relevant for your job role. How can you become benefited from this? So every part he will be discussing. Siva Surya, are you there?
I'm here. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much. So you can continue from now onwards.
Okay. Thank you. Right. Good evening, all of you. Hope you all can hear me. Is it loud and clear?
Yes, sir, it is.
So I can get you.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
it's fine.
Okay, great. Thanks. Right. So I hope that our Rubak he
Your video.
clearly.
We're not seeing your face.
Okay. So I hope that Rubak very detailedly explained the program and the institution and everything. So I'm going to share my presentation, right? But correctly said Rubak. So I'm going to explain, right? When you are going to learn this particular program, right? What are the module? Why these module we design? What is the main objective, right? At the same time, once you complete, how are you? You are going to practice, right? What you learn onto the organization, what what kind of benefits you are going to get, how are you going to you are facing in the global challenges, especially in the job market, right? Not like earlier, right? Because nowadays, right? So when you are going to improve your competency, because they you need to day by day learn, right? So when you are going to face the interview, when you are going to manage your organization, when you are going to get any promotion or anything, so you should be upgrade your competency. It means knowledge and skills. You need to ready to face new technologies, new challenges, new changes and everything, right? So I'm going to share my screen now. Right. Hope you all can see my screen.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. So this particular program name Certified Internal IT Auditor, right? So if you are looking the organization generally, right, there are two audit option. One is internal audit, other one is a external audit. Okay. So some of the organization internal audit, they have internal audit department, or else sometime they will hire third party organization, maybe the auditor firm or whatever, right? One party, let's say ABC.com, ABC company as an internal auditors, maybe XYZ company as a external auditors. So depend on the organization, right? The structural little bit change. But most of the BFSA sector, banking, finance sectors, and corporate sectors, generally they keeping the internal audit department, right? So these are the general practices, right? So depend on the sector, depend on the country, right? Slightly little bit different. And when we come to the audit, right? So generally it's a common idea every time the financial team, they are the main auditors. So sometimes we have experience when the auditors are come, mostly SEMA students, right? So ACCA student kind of global qualification, or maybe state universities study students, right? Generally they come and do the auditing, right? But if you have proper qualification related auditing, maybe IT audit, finance audit, right? Ruba correctly said HR audit, quality audit, lot of area. It's a vast area, especially when we consider the audit, right? So if you have enough competence and you have the proper qualifications and skill, you can challenge the particular departments. Let's say if you are going audit to IT department, you need to know what are the controls, right? What are the systems they are using, right? What are the challenges? Lot of things there. So all the things, right? We are going to cover through this particular program. It's a very interesting program. So myself and Rubak, we went through, we little bit polished based on the new environment, new challenges in the world. So when the world change, we also need to change. And our skill also always adapted into the new things, new changes and everything. Right. So let's move it to, I'm going to slide 2. This CIITA, generally we call Certified Internal IT Auditor Program, is a professional certificate designed to equip participants with in-depth knowledge and hand-on expertise, evaluating and auditing IT systems. Important is a IT system. Other one is a infrastructure and control. If we talk about the control, mean general controls, IT controls, right? And if we talk about the infrastructure nowadays, right, the infrastructure options are organization to organization going to change. Let's say some organizations still they are in the right on premises infrastructure. It means within the building. Some organization they are moving to hybrid cloud. It means some of the critical systems are in the on premises. Some systems are moving to the local cloud or private cloud. And some organization they are totally in the cloud, right? So we are going to inside deeply, we are going to look. And if we come to the IT system, right, there are application systems are there. Let's say for an example, if you all talk about financial sector, banking sector, co-banking system, each organization they have the core system, ERP, CRM, right? Sometimes some organization huge system, maybe SAP, right? Different, maybe supply chain and aviation system, transportation, depend on the organization, different things. And especially here, you all should know the controls. What kind of control IT department they need to follow. There are some compliance also here come and playing with here, right? If you think about BFSI, right, there are central bank, depend on the countries, they have the compliance requirements. Sometimes they have some certifications, ISO certification, right? ISO certification, there are huge there, right? If you look at one example, information security management system, there, ISO 27001, like that, right? Depend on the organization, right? Depend on the certification, that controls also we should accommodate to there. Anyway, we'll go and look it deeply each and every module. And the particular program mainly covers global audit frameworks, IT governance, risk management, very important. Risk management is a very critical part, right? Because if you look at the, right, most of the corporate sectors, especially finance sectors, because generally they are keeping the customer data day to day. They are handling the customer data, right? So sometimes some regulatory bodies, they strictly tell customer data protection is very important, right? So most of the countries, they are involved with the data protection, right? Sometimes they are recruiting the data protection officers, right? Lot of things there. The reason they need to manage the risk and everything before something happen, they need to prevent that particular risk related activity. Anyway, we can go through that kind of thing. And internal control, right? Audit process, SOC engagements, and compliance standards like, right, earlier I told here is a SOX, and it prepares learners to assess organizational IT systems effectively, identify vulnerabilities, and ensure the gen we call in the IT sectors, right? We call shortly CIA. It's mean confidentiality. C mean confidentiality. Second, integrity and availability. These three very important, especially with the IT professional or anyone handling the IT system, right? Maybe CIO, CISO, head of IT, whoever, they should in line with these three important one, right? These are the three. One is confidentiality, integrity, availability, right? If the IT professional, they should strictly maintain these three, right, controls. Okay, right. So same time, maybe you can think why IT auditors auditing is today very important. What's the purpose, right? Maybe the people can think finance audit is there. Okay, because each and every organization they are they need to run the organization. So actually they need first money. Without money they can't do the fine. Then they should have the proper financial discipline, then only they can get the proper financial process, then the outcome come to profit and the cost controls and everything there. So if that there, why we need to think about IT, right? Because nowadays, right, the digital transformations increase the risk, right? Because most of the organization, they are running the business through the technology, right? Earlier, maybe you can run with maybe the books or CR books, you can writing the accounts, right? And the cash receipt book and everything, right? Maybe the ancient period. Now the new world technologies are take over most of the process and everything, right? So everything in the digital transformation. Same time, that also one of the benefit. On the other hand, is bringing the increases the risk also, right? So especially rapid adoption of cloud, automation, fintech platforms, and third-party integration has significantly expanded the IT risk landscape. Okay. Same time, rising regulatory and governance pressure. Right. Example, regulations such as SOX, data protection laws, and corporate governance frameworks now require strong assurance over IT controls and data integrity. That's a very important. Okay, because technology drives business outcomes, right? So auditors must understand systems, controls, data flows, and especially cyber risk to assess true business risk, not just financial compliance. Okay. So earlier, the financial compliance is very important. But if the technology area weakness, whatever you have the financial framework or whatever, you are in the risk level. So, right, the auditors especially, right, they should understand how systems are working, where they need to looking the special controls, data flows, and cyber risk. So IT audit is business critical. IT auditing is no longer optional. Very important. Okay. So you can't omit it, or maybe you can think, right? Finance audit is very important. IT audit. No. I will tell good example. Let's say some people, maybe the CFOs, or maybe the auditing, or maybe the board, or maybe the management, senior or top management, right? So they think, okay, if we do the finance audit, that's enough. But if the system have the weak points, maybe some internal or external people or cyber risk and the inside data manipulation happen, because you are getting the reports through the system. If the report is wrong, then no point you are going to do the financial audit or like that. First, basic control should come from the systems. Okay. So it is essential for risk management, regulatory compliance, operational resilience, and stakeholder trust. Very important. If you look at most of the big companies, corporate sectors, right, there are shareholders are there, right? Generally, external audit report directly going to shareholders, right? So if they trust with you or your company, right, then only they ready to invest their shares and everything. Okay. So now you all clear understanding why IT audit is important. If you are going to do the perfect, proper qualified audit, you should have, right, proper competency to do the successful and meaningful audit. That's a very important. Sometimes some organization they'll we have IT audit and everything, but when we go and check it inside, lot of loopholes there. Sometimes maybe the auditors they have proper understanding about the system because of the competency caps and everything, right? So these are things day to day we are seeing. So that kind of gaps we need to, right, stop it, and we need to develop like you all to for the proper certified internal auditors. Okay, right. Now move it to the next slide. This is the main course objective, right? Understand the fundamental and scope of IT auditing, especially this particular program, and interpret key IT audit regulations, including SOX compliance, and evaluate various global IT audit frameworks. Good example here to mention COSO and COBIT, and differentiate between types of audits and auditors' roles, right? Best auditors, they should understand what is their role, right? And how they need to get the information from the department when they go into audit, right? What are their limitations? Everything they need to clearly understand. And examine the design and operation of IT general control and the IT access control. Analyze the complete life cycle of the IT audit process and identify, right, and assess risk, control gaps, and weakness, and execute audit test and prepare appropriate documentation and conduct SOC audits and attestations with professional rigor, and develop actionable recommendations based on audit finding. Yeah, the very important, the last one, develop actionable recommendation based on audit finding. If you have clear idea about the systems, controls and everything, then only you are in the position to recommend based on the audit finding what are the changes they need to do and everything. Okay. First, you should know in and out. Then only you can find, right, the gaps and everything. So based on the gaps and the weakness, you are in the position, you are the auditor, you should recommend to the relevant, right, stakeholders, right, to these are the recommended one. So they need to do the changes based on your, right, assessment and everything, right? So I can think what makes, right, this CITA different, right? So the main purpose is, right, clear value proposition for IT auditors, especially right? Audit focus by design, right? Not general IT or cybersecurity, right? So most IT and cybersecurity program focus on how to build, configure, or operate system. But this particular program, right, it focus on how to audit, assess, and assure those systems, right? So specially target for the IT auditors, right? So design for IT auditors, internal auditors, risk professionals, and compliance teams. Emphasize audit objectives, scope definition, and assurance outcome. Teach how to evaluate control effectiveness, not how to implement technology. Hope you all understand, right? So this particular program going to give you, right, how to evaluate control effectiveness. We are not going to tell here how to implement technology. Okay. So you all are learners. You all think always when you are learning them, you all are like auditors, right? Not like a technologies system administrators or network administrators or not like that. Okay, right. Other one, strong emphasis on controls, evidence, and assurance. So this particular program goes beyond theory by teaching what auditors must actually prove. Okay, so control design versus operating effectiveness, right? So identification of key control versus non-key controls. Evidence quality means sufficiency, relevance, reliability, right? So linking evidence directly to audit conclusions, right? We can example include what evidence is acceptable for access controls, right? Good example. And how much evidence is enough when management explanations are not sufficient. So auditors can issue defensible audit opinion. Okay. And other concern. So we are going to look comprehensive coverage across IT general control, IT access control, right? SOC and SOX, right? Through this particular program, end-to-end audit coverage, not fragmented knowledge. Especially if we take it IT general controls, ITGC, access management, change management, IT operations. When we talk about IT application control, ITAC, input, processing, and output control within business system. If we talk about SOC report, SOC 1, SOC 2, understanding service organization control and reliance strategies, right? So SOX IT control scoping, testing, deficiencies, and remediation tracking. So auditors can confidentially support financial audits, regulatory audits, and third party assurance. And same time here, sometime within the modules, within the sections, we will discuss about real world audit scenarios and some documentations, right? So here they emphasize how audits actually work in practice, right? Sometimes some programs always, right, theoretical, right? Here we go through the real world examples and everything. So we can go through some case studies, right? So working papers and control metrics, issue classifications, deficiency, significant deficiency, material weakness, writing clear risk-based audit findings. So you all can simply understand how to handle incomplete or weak evidence, how to challenge management professionally, how audit documentation support regulators and external auditors. So the reduced learning curve in a real audit environment. Okay, right. And the same time, we are going to look the framework driven and globally aligned. It means through these particular sessions, right? It's going to anchored in recognized assurance frameworks, ensuring consistency and credibility. Example, COBIT. These are the global frameworks, IT governance, control objectives, and risk alignment. talk about COSO, internal control principles, and assurance mindset alignments with regulatory applications and best practices. Frameworks usage ensures structured control mapping, repeatable audit methodology, strong linkage between IT risk and business objectives. So the audits are defensible, standardized, and regulator ready. Okay, right. So this particular program, right, transform IT knowledge into audit ready assurance capability by combining controls, evidence, frameworks, and real world practices with through the case studies and some scenario analyze and everything. Since the live session, right, we can do the group discussion and so many things we can interestingly continue. Right. Let's move it to other one. The learning outcome by the end of this course, participants will be able to describe IT audit principles and regulatory compliance requirements, apply industry standard frameworks, COBIT, COSO, what I explained you all earlier, and conduct various types of IT audits, financial, internal, SOC, and design and test IT general and application control, plan, perform, and report IT audit engagements, identify critical IT infrastructure in scope for audit, and analyze control risk, deficiencies, and recommended improvements, prepare work purpose and audit reports, align with industry practices, and perform attestation engagements and interpret SOC report components and demonstrate competence in audit lifecycle execution from planning to follow-up. Okay, right. Let's move it to the modules. These are the very interesting module. There are 10 modules designed this particular program. Okay. First one is introduction to audit. Second, IT audit frameworks. Third, type of IT audits. Fourth, IT controls. Fifth, IT audit processes. Six, understanding controls, risk and weakness. Seven, performing an IT audit. Eight, attestation engagements and emerging technologies and AI in IT audit, and information security and cybersecurity fundamental for auditors. If you look at 9 and 10, very interesting for you all, right? Emerging technologies and AI, because nowadays everywhere in the right major player is AI, right? Whether we like it or not, we should learn, right? Because AI is going to support you to, right, improve your productivity when you are in the working environment. So AI in future everywhere. So we should in advance to have proper competency to manage AI and everything related things. Other one, emerging technologies. Same time, you all should have clear idea information security and cyber security, right? Because nowadays the major risk is come to talk about these two areas. We'll look one by one. So the first module mainly introduced fundamentals of IT auditing, focusing on its role in ensuring compliance, operational integrity, and system reliability. It explained key regulation like SOX and relating review system used in auditing. So main objective of this particular module, right? The concept and need for IT auditing, and going a little bit deeply discuss about SOX compliance requirements and implication, and identify types of rating and review systems in audits. Here the main competencies through module you are going to learn foundation and understanding of IT audit, awareness of SOX Act and compliance obligations, and ability to interpret audit rating systems. Let's move it to module 2. This is mainly focused for talk about key IT governance frameworks, especially COSO, COBIT, right? So the main objective, right, understand the structure of COSO and COBIT frameworks and compare the applicability of each framework and apply framework elements to audit planning. The competencies are COSO and COBIT framework knowledge, ability to map control to frameworks, and strategic application of governance models. Okay, right. Let's move it to module 3. Here we are going to talk about categories of the different type of IT audits, right? And each category, what are the scopes, their objectives and deliverables, right? Same time, going to little bit talk about the roles of internal versus external auditors, right? So what I explained in the starting time, right? Depend on the organization, different section in the internal external auditing, right? Some places they have internal own department. Some places they are hiring two firm, one for internal, another for external. So depend on the organization, depend on the country, slightly little bit difference and everything. So main objective, differentiative between IT audit types, understand audit engagement processes, and define auditor roles and responsibilities. So through that one, you are going to earn the competencies are audit type classification skill, attestation and assurance understanding, and internal versus external auditor role clarity. Let's move it to another module, right 4. So here mainly understanding IT controls, the reliability of system and data, especially IT general control, other one IT application control, right? You should clearly, thoroughly, you need to know IT application control. Otherwise, you can't, you are in the difficult in the process of auditing the systems and applications, especially core systems, because all the organization they are running the business through the core system. If the core system have some backdoor or maybe have some issues continuously, then it's in the dangerous situation. So to safeguard financial and operational process, here the main objective is understand the structure and the purpose of IT control, differentiative IT general controls and application. There are two major different, right? And evaluate the relationship between general control and application control. So through here, you are going to earn the competencies relevant to the IT general control and IT application control across system. And control evaluation competencies mean assesses design and effectiveness of IT controls. And control dependency competency evaluate reliance between IT general control and application control. Next, moving to the module 5. Here mainly we are talking about end-to-end IT audit life cycle, starting from planning to follow up, enabling to you all to execute audit systematically and professionally, right? So very important when we have especially auditors, you all have a lot of challenges when you are going to audit department or sectors or whatever. We should very carefully need to do. One is systematically, another one very professionally, right? So main objective, understand each phase of IT audit life cycle, execute audit planning, fieldwork and reporting, and post-audit follow-up effectively. So through this particular module, audit planning competency, it means plan audit based on scope and risk. And audit execution competency, perform fieldwork and testing. And audit reporting competency, present clear and actionable finding. Because once the audit done, you all need to share the draft report to the management. Then the management team, they go through and they will respond to you all. Are they agree or not? If they agree, when are they going to do? Sometimes if you all wrongly audit, they will come with a right evidence and they will challenge with you. So you need to very care to handle it also. When you are going to handle that kind of situation, if you have proper competency, right? So audit execution permanently, and same time when you are going to present the final report to the board or senior management, you need to clearly, right, identify, and same time there will be the follow-up action items and everything. Let's move it to the module 6. Talk about understanding controls, risk, and weakness, right? So this particular module mainly analyze control design, operational effectiveness, and risk exposure, within IT environment. So main objective through here, key IT risk and control weakness, and distinguish design versus operational control failures, and understand audit documentation and infrastructure scope. So through you are going to get the 3 module competencies. One is risk identification competencies, mean identify key and non-key risk. And control weakness analyze competencies, mean we evaluate control gaps and failures. And audit documentation competency, prepare professional audit work papers. Next, module 7, performing an IT audit, right? So mainly hands-on exposure to executing practical IT audit activities, including control testing, deficiency identification, and reporting. Here the main objective is IT audit planning and activities, execute control testing during fieldwork, and document and report control deficiencies. So through that one, you are going to get to know audit testing competency, is mean executive control testing accurately, and deficiency evaluation competency is mean analyze test outcomes, and professional judgment competency determine significance of findings. Okay, right. Let's move it to module 8. This particular module, right, mainly focus of SOC attestation engagement, especially SOC 1 and SOC 2, emphasizing testing requirements, report structure, and review methodologies, right? So through this particular program, main objectives are understand SOC audits and their business relevance, and perform SOC 2 testing requirements, and review SOC reports for compliance and reliance, right? So here the module competencies are SOC audit competency, perform SOC engagements professionally, and trust services evaluation competency, assesses, right, particular criteria and everything, and report review competency, interpret SOC reports accurately. Next, very interesting one, emerging technologies and AI and IT audit, right? That is for the module 9. So mainly here we are talking about how that auditors, emerging technologies, right, that are transforming IT system, and audit land focuses on especially AI, blockchain, cloud computing, robotic process automation, generally we call RPA, and other technologies that require auditors to adopt their risk assessment and control strategies, right? Especially nowadays, right, most of the organizations are slightly moving to, right, RPA, right? RPA mean robotic process automation. So most of the manual systems are going to moving to automations, right? So when the automation happening time, so you should need to know how this automation process, where you need to identify the risk and weaknesses and everything, what kind of strategy they are using, right? So the mainly this module equip learners to you all with ability to assess risk, controls, and audit strategies in these modern environments, right? So this particular module main objective is to understand how emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, and cloud impact audit scope and risk, and to evaluate the audit risk and control challenges introduced by AI system and automated process, and to develop audit procedures suitable for emerging technologies and innovative IT environments, right? So here you are going to earn the competencies are tech aware risk assessment, is mean ability to assess risk associated with AI, blockchain, cloud, and IoT, and audit strategy innovation, ability to design audit plans for new technologies and non-traditional systems. And third, a governance literacy, understanding of ethical governance and regulatory implication of AI. Let's move into the final module is, right, Right. Final module going to talk about information security and cyber security fundamental for auditors. So auditors, you all should have clear idea about what is information security, what is cyber security, right? Why it is critical for IT auditing, and as a especially nowadays challenges are data breaches, ransomware attacks, and identify theft rise. And IT auditors must understand security architecture, access controls, encryption, decryption, and incident response to evaluate the effectiveness of information security program. So this module, it gives auditors with the necessary skills to evaluate technical and administrative controls designed to protect information assets. So main objectives say understand key of cybersecurity threats, vulnerabilities, and attack vectors relevant to audits. Second, evaluate the effectiveness of access controls, encryptions, right, and monitoring tools. Then to assess organizational readiness to prevent, detect, and respond to security incidents. Generally, we call in line with ISO incident response plan, right? So especially most of the organization from the top to bottom, they should know if something happened, what are the preventive action, or maybe what are the next level process, everything. Generally, we call incident response. So anyway, this module going to cover that part a little bit deeply. So here through that cybersecurity risk awareness, ability to identify and assess security related risk during IT audits, and security controls evaluation, ability to test the design and operational effectiveness of security controls, and incident response evaluation, ability to audit organizational readiness, and incident handling procedure. That is the one earlier talk about incident response. Okay, that's a very interesting one. So after you learn this particular all 10 modules, right? So you are going to get a recognized competency in IT, audit, and assurance. And same time, you have the strong understanding of IT risk, controls, and governance, ability to audit technology-driven business process, and confidence to engage with IT team. Very important. Sometime I have some chat with my colleagues, right? Especially auditors, same time the IT department, right? So when they come to audit, these guys are IT department guys always think, they are come to find the fault. No. Then I clearly address this is not going to find the fault with anyone. They are going to assess our process weakness and they are going to guide us what are the recommendation to we need to improve. That is only the mainly, right? So confidence to engage with IT. Sometime if you don't know anything about this IT related controls, then you need to always listen from what IT head of IT tell to you or IT department tell to you, right? But if you know the A to Z process, then only whatever they telling whether correct or wrong, whether are they already in the place or maybe they need to face the audit purpose, they are telling the information or stories or right. So you need to have a proper competency to engage with, and same time you should have confidence to IT team, management, other one regulators, right? So especially we are going to talk about deeply ITGC, ITAC, execute auditors, professional audit work papers, right? Actionable audit finding, real world audit mindset, not just theory, go through the case studies, some examples, right? When we talk about the career development, right? Enhances promotion prospects in audit risk and compliance role, build a solid foundation for right? CISA, Chief Information Security Auditor, CIA, CPA, right? Or Certified Information Security Auditing exams are there, right? ISO 27001 Auditor, right? So improve professional credibility with management and boards. Okay, right. So if you look at the course overview, this is all already clearly explained by Rubak. right? So phase one, pre-course assignment, then come to phase two, attend regular session in course activity, submit module-wise assignment for quiz, and come to phase three, final assessment, final exam, and capstone project. I think already Rubak very deeply he explained to you all. Hope everyone have understanding. And the phase four, online by Chen, e-certificate and printed certificate, right? So once you done this particular program, if we talk about job roles, when we are going to right your next level, right? You can't always sit as a basic level. So there will be as a human, as a professionals, we should everyone we think we need to go for high level, right? See, we talk about after this particular program with the competency, not just to have you have the certification, right? Learn and earn your competencies, right? So how you are going to get opportunities, direct career opportunities, right? After completing, so you have the role like a become IT auditor, information auditors nowadays in the market very rarely take it. So you all have good opportunity if you have the skill, and internal auditors, technology focus and technology risk analyst, IT risk and compliance officer, SOX IT control analyst, right? Audit associate, senior audit associate, GRC analyst, governance, risk and compliance. And if you look at the high demand across sectors, right? So if you have these particular skills, you are in demand in bank and financial institutions, right? Licensed finance companies, generally called LFCs, insurance companies, IT and software service firms, audit and consulting firms, right? And healthcare and data driven organization, and telecommunication and fintech companies, right? So why you can think why audit or IT auditors are in demand if they have proper competency? Because increased regulatory scrutiny, SOX data protection governance, and heavy dependence on IT systems for financial reporting. So growth of digital banking, cloud, and automation. So need for assurance over IT controls and data integrity. Rise of SOC reports for third-party assurance. Okay, right. So another one you can think, right? So through that one, this company, how the organizations employers they are going to benefit through, right, this kind of certified, right, competency skill employees, because through that one they can improve regulatory and audit readiness, stronger governance of IT systems, and reduce audit finding and compliance issues, and better assurance over critical business systems. Okay, right. So I clearly explained you all, right? If you have this skill competency, right, what are the benefits for you all and your organization and your career growth through your continuous progress development, generally we call CPD, right? So generally you if you look at some program, right, some program certificate generally only particular years only valid, especially if we talk about CCNA, CCNB, especially IT program. Why? Because some people they did that program finish and get a certificate and they never were do the continuous progress development CPD, right? So that's why they put it only valid for 2 years. They need if they are in the same field, they should every time renew their certifications and everything because they should update, right? Always, right? Their competency and everything. So we clearly explained you all the benefits and everything. Right. So now over to you all. If you all have any questions or anything related to this particular program, right? So Rubak is with me.
Thank
I
you.
also here. Yeah, I also here. So we can clear to you all. Over to Rubak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time and very wonderful presentation regarding this insight of this course. I'm sure that all the delegates are clearly understood how this program can be beneficial for them and also how it can be completed what is the credibility of this program, what is the learning insights of this program. So everything is very much clear now. So any questions so far from your end? And before the question, there is one notification. The first class will be on 1st of February. So from 1st of February, the officially
First of
class will
March,
be.
sir.
Sorry,
Sorry
1st of
for the
March.
interruption. Yes.
Sorry. Yes. 1st of March. So the class will be officially launching from 1st of March. And we will notify you through the WhatsApp group, all the timing and every parts. So if you feel that the course is really worthy for the professional for to become an IT auditor, you can share through your timeline. We can take a couple of more participants for this cohort, so that it will be much more interactive during the programs, during the sessions. So that's about the orientation part from our sides. Now floor is open for any question answer. If you have any question regarding the administration process, regarding the course insights, so our resource person is there as well as our team is there. Any questions so far?
Yeah. So how will the payment be? Yeah.
The
Hello.
payment, yes, please, Solomon.
Yeah.
The payment you can pay through Visa or MasterCard, or even from the bank transfer from different countries.
Okay.
You can
So
communicate with our resource, our representative. They will guide you how to do.
all right. So you have to do the first payment.
Yes, you need to. I mean, if anyone is requested for splitting the payment, we can have this option for two payments. The first you can pay before commencing the class, and the next will be after 1 month.
So how? So can we look at three payment, three segment, like you're paying 3 times?
Usually it is 2 times. For any further, I mean, I mean, the differentiation. For any sorry again. For any further differentiation, you can communicate with our representative. They will guide you, and if it is possible for any in some circumstances, they can assist you.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. She told me that the representative will already discuss.
Thank you.
She told me.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Any other
hello.
question from anyone?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let me start. I have several comments with regards to the payment. Yes. Like you said, can we do it 3 times in 3 installments? I was part of the Certified Financial Reporting Specialist course, which we just finished. Maybe we can also do it in similar way.
Yeah, you can
I'm coming.
communicate. I told you can communicate with the representative whom you are already communicating. He or she will assist you as much as possible. Okay. All right.
Okay, so
hello.
so yes,
Yeah.
my order has to do with the module. I'm looking at module 3 and 5.
You want to know about module 3 and 5?
Looks similar, whether they can be 3 and 5. Then module 3, types of internal IT audit and IT audit process. That's one. Secondly, I'm also looking at I did not see within the course module, I don't know. Well, the course facilitator is here about data center and disaster recovery. Is he embedded in any of the module?
Siva Surya, can you please answer this question?
No. Rubak, he talked about Moodle. Moodle, he couldn't able to see some modules.
No,
That is your learning portal.
No, not that. He said that in the curriculum, the module you have set in the curriculum, there may be similarities between module 3 and 5. So far, I understood his point. And another thing he mentioned that why we did not include the data center issues there.
Okay.
Or is there any other module will cover some part of the data center issues? That is what he is asking.
Generally, when we talk about IT infrastructure, it means data center, disaster recovery, right? On-premises cloud, everything automatically covered. So nothing to worry. Infrastructure is a common term right? Whether data center or whether DRO, maybe cloud or hybrid or all are come under the common platform. So nothing to worry. So when we do the cover up time, we will do the needful.
Sure. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, sure.
So I'm sure that you got the answer. That I mean, it will be under one module which is called infrastructure.
All right, yeah. So yeah, as he said, pertaining to the data issue, and we got like many datas we can export, right? We got like CSV, we got Access, we got how you call it, Oracle, we got MySQL. So I want to know whether we're using these three database into what you're discussing or what. I don't know, because if we, as an IT editor, you have to know all these basic on these things. Yeah, then you know how
Actually,
to
I mean,
work on it.
Solomon, one thing we need to assure you, this is a 20 hours program, and it is not that we are taking a very layman who will become auditor. It is that we are going to intake some professionals, those who are in this working field, because of auditor, it's a bit of, I mean, expert professional. So in this particular program, it is not that you will be learning all these IT foundational parts. It is how the I mean, IT experts can do, where they can make the mistakes, how you can identify that part, how can you protect your organization for that type of issues. That could be the tricky things what we'll be mentioning here in general
Yeah.
sense, right? But still there are
Yes.
some learning parts, of course. So it doesn't mean that if anyone is expecting that there will be every part will be giving some feedback, giving some learning points from the baseline, it won't be there. But still
Yeah.
there are some nitty-gritties. Our expert is very, I mean, and one more very important part is whatever you want, you can ask the questions during the class. He can guide every part for sure. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yes, please.
My name is B. Gibley Williams. I've got it from Liberia, and one of the past graduate from anti-money laundering. Let me just provide the information. I heard some of my guys talking about payment. This program is very unique. You just have to arrange with a financial person. I think my payment I did up to 4 payments based on the agreement I have with them. And I had to do the final payment before I could sit for the final exam. So you have a very good arrangement with them and make up with the payment plan, and it's automatically going to help you out. My next concern is my brother from Liberia that was asking for data something. I will appreciate if you can contact me. I will give you more support.
Sure.
I have a MSc computer science, and also I work with a lot of computer institutions and frame. And moreover, I'm one of the lecturers at the University of Liberia in the area of computer science.
Thank you very much.
And
We'll contact
also
you
an
for
expert.
any kinds of support.
Yeah. Next issue is, how many lecturers do we have on the platform that will be providing lectures for us? Because for the past time, we have one lecturer who was very good. Yeah, so I hold how many lecturers are we going to have here? Yeah.
For this particular program, there is one and only resource person, Mr. Siva Surya from Sri Lanka, the person who is talking in front of you just a couple of minutes back. So he will be the only resource for this particular program. So of course, he has a vast experience in this type of program, so that he can continue with this one. Thank you very much. Any other question from anyone?
Yes, good afternoon all. This is Mohammed talking from Sierra Leone. Yes, I'm happy that I've actually joined this program, because I'm looking at the course content. I think some of us coming from a different profession will have to cope, and then we'll have to reinforce our understanding and knowledge about the IT generally. Because I'm coming from the chartered accountancy and the legal profession, so to speak, to be precise. I think my only question, I think one of my questions has already been answered, which is the staggering of the payments. It's, as you rightly said, it depends on the arrangement with the administrator that you are currently keeping in touch with, which is good. And I want to ask the facilitator, particularly in the area of quality assurance, because quality assurance is part of, the iterative IT processes that nowadays institutions, organizations do hire quality assurance providers to come and provide quality assurance. I just want to ask him whether we'll touch on quality assurance maybe when we are talking about the infrastructure or the application, whether quality assurance will be featured in general in this spectrum of learning. Thank you very much.
Sure. Siva Surya, can you please?
Right. If you don't mind, can you repeat the exact question? I'm a little
Question
bit.
is regarding the quality assurance. Is there anything we will cover regarding during this program? Because of quality assurance is one of the core areas of the audit. So far, I understand as per my basic understanding, quality assurance means what is supposed to be there and what is exactly there. The difference between these two. So the audit always identifying this particular part. So for every component, once you are going for this auditing, it identifies the gap of the quality, and for protecting that gap, to minimizing that gap, what are the checkpoints or the control point they're going to set that could ensure the quality assurance. That is what I could understand. So that any kinds of internal auditing or auditors programs, every module should touch with this quality assurance part, because of it is going to identify the non-quality issues, non-conformity issues, or anything like this. And also sometimes, as it is an internal auditor is concerned, they are more likely as a consultant. They are not an external auditing part. So of course, internal auditor should guide how to protect, how to overcome, how to recover those type of uncertainty or these non-quality issues. Again, Mr. Siva can explain better.
Yes, as you correctly said, especially this particular program, if we talk about quality assurance, right? So audit quality assurance, we are addressed through the audit methodology and life cycle, right? And documentation and work papers, control testing and evidence evaluation, right? And reporting quality and professional judgment, compliance with professional standard, right? So especially the quality assurance, what Ruba correctly said, right? All are go through the proper process and right procedures. So anyway, it's come to each and every module, right? Is going to cover that particular one also. So whenever come to that particular module, right, I will indicate it, right, where this quality assurance here going to the major also. Anyway, this is already covered through all module, right? So nothing to worry, participants. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you. I think you've answered it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other question from anyone? If not, no problem. Thank you very much for your wonderful participation.
Hello,
Yes, please.
I have a question.
Please.
Would there be a visual practical experience, since we are talking about the course content? There'll be where we'll be using a virtual machine to see how we can apply anything on infrastructure or system. It'll be possible.
Siva Surya.
Yeah, it's a good question. There are possibility we will do the kind of simulations. I will go through the videos, and here, since going to do the audit, generally we will use some tools, right, mechanisms and everything. So here we are not going to talk about any. That's why I clearly told no any how to implement the system or nothing. So when we are going to do the implement the system only, you need a virtual lab or like that. Here we are going to talk about audit. So when we are going to talk about audit related one, so we need some simulation, we need some tool, some automated tool, how we can improve the audit. Let's say, for an example, assessment, preparing the setup reports and analyzing, right, kind of thing. So nothing to worry. Anyway, the practical options are there. Hope you clear, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. I hope I can see they are very interesting, right?
Yeah,
The questions.
Yes.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
We
Good.
need.
Yeah, and we are expecting that same kinds of questions during the session so that it will be
Yeah.
much more learning focused and demanded learning. It is not that what Siva Surya is in mind and just lecturing that, not that. What you require, you can come up with those queries so that he can prepare as a single-handed resource person, so that even in the next session, he can come up with some sort of ideas and guidelines for you. So that every sessions you are requested to prepare questions, make some questions, asking the questions regarding your make it more practical focused. It is the participants, the delegates who can make it more practical oriented. You can make our resource person bound to do this one. That is what we expect. Thank you very much, the delegates. So, thank you, sir, for your time, and thank you, delegates, all the persons here. We are really grateful to all of you for your wonderful participation and attending this program. And it's almost 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's really a very, very long time. Usually, our orientation program, I told you at the very first that it could take around 30 to 40 minutes, but it makes it double. It's a very good sign for us that you people are interested for this program, and we are also happy to have your interaction with us. That can make our programs more fruitful, more demanding, more usable in our work life, as we always claim that majority of our program is highly focusing on competency and job oriented learning. So whatever you learn, you can apply in your organization. It is mostly application based program. So with that note, we are concluding here today. Once again, we are requesting you, if you feel that the course is really worthy for the professionals, please share through your timeline. We may take a couple of more participants as the class will be starting from 1st of March. Till then, stay fine, take care, and good night from my side.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.